Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Bears. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here in the What a Juice channel, and today we are going to be taking a look back. A couple of months ago, actually it's probably been about, I don't know, maybe 8-9 months at this point. But early in the season, before the NFL season started, I made a video ranking all of the NFL teams officially for the 2022-23 season. Obviously, that season has come and gone. We're now into starting to get ramped back up for the new season. And so I thought it would be fun to go and take a look back at that video and see how off I was or how correct I was. Maybe I was correct on every single ranking. I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't watched this video since I made it. So I have literally no idea what I said about any team except for the Patriots. I have a very good idea of what I said about the Patriots because I'm assuming that my opinion of the Patriots in this video hasn't changed much to now. So we're going to be taking a look back at this video that I made like 9 months ago, and we're going to see how off or how accurate I was or how inaccurate I was, and we're just going to have a good old laugh at my probable stupidity headed into this past NFL season. And don't worry, once we get closer to the start of the new season this year, I will make another ranking so that 9 months later we can go back and react to it again. So here we go. Without further ado, it's time to watch me from 9 months ago. Let's see let's see how accurate I was. Maybe I wasn't even that accurate. I don't know. We'll find out. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let me know down below in the comments what your predictions were for the season. Maybe you had some hot takes that ended up coming true, or they were really bad. They ended up being freezing cold takes. Let me know down in the comments if you have any of those. But without further ado, it's time to react to my video of ranking 2022-2023 season, all the teams. Let's get it. So this is it. The 2022, there's the thumbnail. You see it right there. This is the 2022-23 official NFL rankings. All right. I like my thumbnail. I put the Patriots as 14+ win teams. All right, let's watch this bad boy. Okay, so we're ready to go here. I am going to skip out of my intro and skip to the rankings. So we've got Super Bowl contenders, which is 14+ wins. Then you got playoff hopefuls, 13-10. I didn't make this side thing here. This is already pre-done, so I just came in and did it. Playoff misses, which is 9-7. Mediocre teams, mediocre, 6-4. And then you must have, I switched this one. You must have Bobby Petrino as your head coach. 3 wins, or 3-0. Okay, so we've got all the teams here. Let's just see what we got. Thing. And we've got, here are the, I'm just going to go over it again. I just did that. Thanks, Past Juice. I already did that. Okay, we're starting hot. We're starting with the bad teams. On this list, we'll start with the Super Bowl contenders. Actually, you know what? We're gonna start with the teams that I think are trash. So okay, we're starting with the teams that I think are trash. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Okay, we're starting out not great. Falcons, not a bad poll. They ended up not having the greatest of seasons. Texans, same deal. They ended up with the second overall pick. Or third overall pick. Second overall pick? Second overall pick. And I guess they did have both. They ended up with the two top three picks. This one right here, the Jags, is a bad one. Jags playoff team. To be fair, hold on. Let me see if I have do I have an explanation for any of these teams? Panthers. I'll keep the Panthers for now. No, you should have put the Panthers there, Juice. Garbage this year. Seahawks for sure. No, Juice. Bears probably in that tier too. Oh no!
Okay, I think that's pretty good.
Oh no!
That's pretty good this year. These are the teams. These are just the god awful teams.
No.
And I can break it down for you if you really want.
Yes,
me to.
please,
Falcons,
please, Juice.
Marcus Mariota, obviously not the guy. Desmond Ritter, who knows? Maybe Desmond Ritter's going to be the guy. I don't really know.
Desmond
I'm not
Ritter,
one
maybe.
to tell. I think that Desmond Ritter's not going to be amazing, but he could surprise me. And Kyle Pitts is really the only bright spot of that team,
Kyle Pitts
at
is
least on
there.
offense.
Now they have Bijan.
And they're bad. They are a bad team.
They are a bad team.
Texans, Davis Mills is... I personally have a love for Davis Mills because he was our first quarterback on the Chicago Cougars.
Go Cougs.
Relocation franchise in Madden 22. He won us a Super Bowl. He was a very good quarterback for us in Madden. In real life, he's average to below average. And having a below average to average quarterback in the NFL with the talent or lack thereof around him is not going to get you anywhere. So
that Texans team was not very good.
Texans aren't going to be good.
Oh no! What did I say about the Jags?
The Jags are an interesting one because it's year 2 of Trevor Lawrence. He's under a new head coach. Do I think they could win 4 games, 5 games? There's a possibility, but I think it's a very...
Juice, stop it. No, why did I say that? Why did I say that? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Oh, why would I say something like that? Obviously, we know how the Jaguars season went. They really had a great season, made the playoffs. Trevor Lawrence looked like the real deal, which I figured he would end up looking like. And then the Jaguars took the Chiefs to the brink. There's a lot of people during that game that thought the Jags were going to beat the Chiefs in the playoffs. So the fact that they took the Chiefs to the wall and almost beat them, I hate this. I hate this already.
Very low possibility that they can
No.
do that. So I have them down here. The
No.
Jets,
the
MILF Hunter himself, Zach Wilson.
The MILF Hunter himself. Oh, but now they got A-Raj, so we'll see how they do. I have a feeling they're going to be obviously a lot better. Garrett Wilson's a stud. They've got Breece Hall, who's coming back from his injury. Who knows how he's going to be. But Aaron Rodgers elevates any team that he's on, no matter what the weapons are around him. So I feel like the Jets are going to be very good this year. Playoff team, probably. If I had to re-rank, the Jets would probably be in the playoff hopefuls tier. I would probably put them in just because that's how good Aaron Rodgers can be.
The team is like trending in an upward direction.
You're right, Juice. You're right.
Out of all these teams, I think the Jets are a team that I could certainly see winning 4 or 5 games.
Look at me. I only said 4 or 5 games, but I was on the insight there.
Just because they have that raw talent of those young guys. They have a decent defensive line.
They do.
They have some good corners, good secondary.
Sauce.
They have a good couple weapons in Elijah Moore and Garrett Wilson.
Elijah Moore's not there anymore, Juice.
For Zach Wilson to throw to. Good young running back in Breece Hall. So
yes.
They've got the pieces there. It's just, are they all going to be able to play well together in year number 1 of all of them being together? And it's year 2 of Zach Wilson. He already had a little bit of an injury scare in the preseason, so
and he sucked. He straight up sucked. Juice. Just say it. Just say it. You know it. Just say it. He sucked. He was horrible. Absolutely trash. So I was onto something there. Obviously, I would have never have thought that Aaron Rodgers, by the time this video was going up, there was no thought that Aaron Rodgers was going to go to the Jets. So obviously, I would never have that in my mind. So the fact that I was a little bit on the upward tick of the Jets, I'd say it's a good one, I guess. Oh, I don't
out
want
of all these teams, I think the Jets are the one team that I could actually see being in the higher tier, in the mediocre tier. But I'm going to put them here for now as my personal prediction. Then we have the Seahawks. They're just...
No.
Do we even have to mention the Seahawks? They
No.
are going to be so bad. Out of all
No.
these teams, the Jets or the Seahawks and the Falcons are the 2 teams I think have a legit shot of going winless this year.
No.
Now,
No, why did I say that? They have a legit shot of going winless? Juice! I mean, the Falcons, to be fair, that is understandable. But the Seahawks, Geno Smith, nobody could have seen Geno Smith the season that he had this year. Nobody could have predicted that. So when I was making this video, it wasn't out of the realm of possibility that the Seahawks were going to be bad. But looking back on it now, the Seahawks made the playoffs. Geno had a phenomenal year. He got paid in the offseason. But it wasn't that off of a prediction. I wasn't the only one who thought the Seahawks were going to be bad, so it's not like I'm on an island by myself. But just to say that the Seahawks have a chance of going winless and then they do it, let's just say I'm in the hot take business, and that hot take was freezing cold.
Now, I personally don't think any team is going to go winless. I think there will be one team that at least wins one game. Every team will win at least one game.
Good job, past juice.
But those two teams, the Falcons and the Seahawks, have a legit shot, in my opinion, of being the two winless teams.
The Seahawks were bad in the preseason. Like last offseason into the build up for the season this past year, the Seahawks had a bad roster, but Tariq Woolen outplayed everybody. I mean, Geno, like we said, played amazing. The defense played great. The receivers, DK, played amazing. Like, a lot of their players just stepped up, and that's hard to predict. You can't predict that kind of stuff. At least I couldn't.
I don't think both of them will go winless.
Let's get to the Bears.
The Chicago Bears.
Okay.
The Bears. They have a young quarterback in Justin Fields. I'm very, very excited about Justin Fields. I personally have a strong connection with Justin Fields because he is the former Ohio State quarterback. So I want to.
By the way, this is the first time I've rewatched one of my own videos in a long time. Normally, I don't even watch my own videos. I edit them. That's the only time I watch them is when I edit them. And then when they go up, I forget about it. I forget what I've said. So the video that has gone up in the past day or two on the channel, just recently, I don't know what I said in that video. It goes out of my brain because I just record, all that kind of stuff. So I don't remember anything.
See him do well, and it sucked when he got drafted to the Bears last year because I just knew that it wasn't going to be a good situation for him.
I thought he was going to go to the Patriots.
Proved right. Because that offensive line is one of the best.
No,
I'm not talking about the Bears. That offensive line is one of the worst.
There you go,
offensive lines in the league. I think it's like top 3 worst.
They're a little bit better now. Not great.
The Eagles.
Oh, we're getting to the mediocre.
In the world, it's not going to matter if he doesn't have time in the pocket to throw with that offensive line.
Now, to be fair, Justin Fields still didn't have time in the pocket to throw, but he used his legs, and he was very, very good at that. So if he can build on that, and now he's got DJ Moore as a weapon, so the Bears maybe got some talent. They drafted an offensive lineman in the first round. Bears could be sneaky. It'll be interesting to see where I put them in the rankings this upcoming season.
It's not great. Roquan Smith is really good.
Eddie Smith
Jackson's
is not there anymore.
Other than that, there's not a whole lot. I think the Panthers fit nicely into mediocre. I think the Eagles fit nicely into mediocre. The Vikings probably fit in that direction too. I could actually see the Vikings getting 9 to 7 wins, but I think I'm going to be a little bit harsh on them. The Giants probably fit into that tier. The Lions probably. I think the Lions. I don't want to get on the hype train of the Lions because they still have Jared Goff as their quarterback and Dan Campbell as their head coach. And
by the way, my juice border thing here is a little bit off center. Did anybody else notice that?
I do not believe in either one of those guys. I've talked about this many times on the channel before in the past. You can go look it up. I've talked about how Dan Campbell is a nice guy. I'm sure he's a great stand-up guy. I'm sure he gets those guys pumped up to the max. But Dan Campbell is not a head coach in this league. He is.
I still believe this, to be fair.
At best, a strength and conditioning coach.
I still believe that to an extent. I still believe that Dan Campbell's not the right guy for the Lions. But he gets those guys fired up and they play for him, so what can I say?
So Dan Campbell being a head coach, I don't trust people and turn out to be actually decent, but he's got a horrible.
Saquon had a great year, a great bounce back year. Who would have thought the Giants would have been what they did? I mean, the Giants, at the beginning of the season, nobody thought the Giants were going to be good, and yet they did what they did.
Quarterback throwing him the football. Saquon Barkley, is he going to be healthy?
He was healthy and had a very good year, Juice.
I don't know. Maybe. Hopefully. I like Saquon Barkley.
I still like Saquon.
They are. They're not good. They're not
Brooklyn Baron running back.
a good team, but they're better than these teams. That's for sure.
Yeah, true.
The Vikings is probably one of the controversial ones because they
have
Justin Jefferson, they have Dalvin Cook, they have a decent defense, and they have Kirk Cousins. But I don't really trust Kirk Cousins
I still don't
have a good year. If we're being honest,
I still don't trust Kirk Cousins, but they made the playoffs, right? They lost to the Giants, I think. Yeah.
I don't believe in Kirk Cousins.
I gotta get to the Eagles. Where's my Eagles
might be able to do
explanation?
that if he stays healthy. I don't really believe that much.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Might be the most controversial because
it's controversial.
A ton of fans out there that are super high on the Eagles this year. A lot of people have them making the playoffs because they made it last year.
Juice. Psst, pass juice. They made the Super Bowl, and we're a few plays away from winning the Super Bowl. You suck. You're an idiot. Oh no. Why did I have to watch this again?
A lot of people have Jalen Hurts being amazing this year, but if we're being honest, I don't really believe that much in Jalen Hurts. I hope he proves me wrong.
Oh, I remember this. I remember my stance on Jalen Hurts. I still kind of... Nah, I can't really stand by that take, can I? Jalen Hurts has proven that he's the real deal. Before this season, I had a stance where I didn't believe that Jalen Hurts could take that next step and that he could become that elite quarterback that would get you a Super Bowl. I didn't think he could be the Joe Burrow, the Patrick Mahomes, even the Josh Allen to an extent. But he proved me wrong. And like I said, and I hope he proved me wrong. He did prove me wrong. He took a team to the Super Bowl. He looked phenomenal. And he was a few plays away from arguably should have won the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. But I'm going to back off on that take. I am all in on Jalen Hurts. I think that he could be a great top 5 quarterback in this league. So I will bow down on my stance for Jalen Hurts being bad. He's proven me wrong. So I just wanted to say that. I can't believe I put him in this tier, though.
I don't think Jalen Hurts is that good of an NFL quarterback. Yeah, he's a good scrambler. No. He can throw the ball. He's got a good arm.
Oh, no.
I just don't think he's got what it takes to be
Stop it.
10-year starter in this league.
Stop it. You're burying yourself deeper and deeper. You can't get out of this, Juice.
And so I don't believe that with him at quarterback, that Eagles team can reach their true potential. I know they have a really good defense, and their weapons are good. Devonta Smith is obviously really, really good. Dallas Goedert's good. The running back situation is a little shaky, but other than that, they've got a solid offensive line. So, I mean, everything seems to be good enough to make the playoffs, and obviously they were because they made the playoffs last year with Jalen Hurts.
It was good enough.
I just don't think that they're... I mean, we saw what happened against Tampa. They got smacked, and yeah, that's Tampa, but it could happen against anybody. So I don't really believe in Jalen Hurts. I don't believe in the hype train. I don't believe in the Eagles. I think they're mediocre.
Oh... Oh, that's a bad take. That's a bad take. I was trying to be against the grain on a lot of some of my takes. I wanted to be different than other people, and this was a shot in the dark that did not work. Oh, God, I am embarrassed about that.
And then the Panthers.
I don't care about the Panthers. Panthers were sucky.
They've got Derek. Now we get to the playoff teams. Actually, I mean, he
plays
in the NFL. Obviously, he has talent. But Carson Wentz is one of those quarterbacks.
Oh God, I'm talking about Carson Wentz.
But when he's
if you don't know my stance on Carson Wentz, I believe, is the worst quarterback that has ever played in the NFL. And that by saying that, I'm not saying that he's not talented. Obviously, he's talented. He can play quarterback in the NFL. He is the worst quarterback in the NFL that has ever played quarterback, not because he's not talented, but because of his decision-making. If you watch a Carson Wentz game in the past 5 years, 3 to 5 years, the decisions that he makes, the pocket presence that he has, he is the worst quarterback. You cannot trust Carson Wentz. He is the worst quarterback that has ever played in the NFL because of those things. Not because he's not talented, not because he doesn't have a good arm. Because of that. Because of his decision-making. So, there you go. But I put the Commanders in there, too.
In the
Can I get to... Okay, Steelers.
Can propel them to win.
Now they've got...
because without...
Tiny Hands
Because
Pickett.
you have Mike Tomlin. He's never had a losing record.
True. Still hasn't.
TJ Watt, obviously one of
Still
the best,
TJ Watt,
if not the best defensive player in the NFL. The Steelers' defense is obviously really, really good.
Yeah,
every
pretty
year.
good.
Najee Harris is a demon. So I mean,
They've got pieces.
They've certainly got like really, really good pieces. We'll see how Tiny Hands Pickett, we'll see how he progresses in year 2. Who knows, man? I'd probably still put them in the 9-7 tier because obviously the Steelers don't get losing records, at least with Mike Tomlin. So I'll probably, in my updated one, I'll probably still put them in this tier, but we'll see how Kenny Pickett does. I don't know. Who else do I have in this tier? Cleveland, okay. What do I have to say about Deshaun? Hold on, where do I have Deshaun at? Playoff misses. I don't think they make the playoffs, but I think the Steelers are going to just be in there.
Steelers didn't make the playoffs.
Another team that I'm
going
to have in just the playoff misses is the Cleveland Browns. And that is solely
what did I say about Deshaun?
They will have Jacoby Brissett for a good chunk of the season, 11 games. They will have Jacoby Brissett.
You're right.
And
right,
I think you can, Browns fans can tout all they want. Oh, we have Nick Chubb. We have one of the best defensive lines in the league.
Yeah,
we have one of the best offensive lines in the league. We have a great defense. You can say all that. You can have Nick Chubb. You can have Kareem Hunt. You can have Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward.
They do.
You can have a great offensive line.
You're right, Juice.
But that quarterback position, it goes back to the Eagles thing. It goes back to the Commanders thing. It goes back to the Panthers thing. You can have all that great stuff, but if you don't have a good quarterback that can win you some games when you need to, when you're tied 7-7 or you're tied 13-13, you need a field goal or a touchdown to win a game. Jacoby Brissett's not.
What game is going to be tied 13-13? Why did I say that?
Going to get you that. He's proven that on the Patriots, on the Colts, on the Dolphins. He's proven that. There's a reason he's not a backup on the Patriots still. Or on the Colts, or on the Dolphins. I mean, the Colts have been looking for a starting quarterback for a while since Andrew Luck retired. Jacoby Brissett had his opportunities.
Am I not talking about Deshaun?
And the Colts had it in Week 12 against the... He's missed a lot of time.
Here we go.
When Deshaun Watson comes back in Week 12 against the Texans, will he be the same guy he was before the injuries and before the sat-out suspension last year, and now the official suspension this year? He's missed a lot of time. He has not...
He had missed a lot of time, and he was a little rusty, to be fair. He was a little rusty. He kind of started to pick it back up towards the end of the season. I still don't know how Deshaun's going to play this upcoming year. It's going to be tough. I don't know.
In football shape. And football shape is a lot different than being just actually in physical shape. So I think this Browns team...
Okay, so that's where I stand on that.
Colts, I believe Matt Ryan is the most overrated quarterback of recent memory.
Yes, I still believe that. Matt Ryan is the most overrated quarterback of all time, in recent memory at least. Matt Ryan is very overrated in my opinion. He's taken a team to a Super Bowl, choked that game away, won an MVP, but probably didn't necessarily deserve it so much. And he is a very overrated quarterback. Yeah, I'm glad I put that in this video. But I severely missed on this one. The Colts were very bad this year.
And I have my reasons.
But to be fair to me, because I need to be, the Colts had a really good roster. Jonathan Taylor, Shaq Leonard, Kenny Moore, DeForest Buckner. Like, they had a really good roster. They just didn't play well. They were bad.
One, it's because I just don't.
Who else
got
did I
really
put
good
in
running on offense too.
The Raiders. Raiders were bad. What, they win like 3-4 games this year? Raiders are bad, really bad. Now they don't even have Derek Carr. Who's their quarterback? Jimmy Garoppolo. Is Jimmy Garoppolo the quarterback? Ugh. Okay, that's we'll see how the Raiders go. But that's another whiff right there with the Raiders. Who else do I have? I put the Titans in there. Okay. Titans is a weird one because like they should have been good. And they were okay, just continuing to ride Derrick Henry. And they'll probably do that again this year, especially if Will Levis gets the start. But even if it's Ryan Tannehill, Will Levis, Malik Willis, that Titans team is bare bones, except for Derrick Henry. So they might even be in the mediocre tier this next year.
Boat 2?
Let's see, what do we got? Who else is next?
Oh,
we're getting the playoff. Oh, no!
Chargers.
Oh, no! Oh, okay. We whiffed on a couple here. I had the Broncos, but nobody, literally 0% of the population thought that Russell Wilson was going to have that bad of a year. And maybe that was a lot on Nathaniel Hackett. It probably was. We'll see how, if Russell Wilson continues to play as bad as he did last year, this upcoming year, then it's not necessarily all on Nathaniel Hackett. But they had a good defense. They got a lot of good weapons, good running back room. And Russell Wilson, you thought was going to be the Russell Wilson that was in Seattle. That did not happen at all. They were bad. And then obviously I have the Cardinals in here. That's a big whiff too. Kyler Murray gets injured, and then it's just a rotating room of quarterbacks. At one point, Colt McCoy was quarterbacking, then he gets hurt. Then Josh Rosen. No, not Josh Rosen. What's his name? I can't think of his name right now. Josh Rosen plays for the Falcons, I think. I can't think of the quarterback's name that played other than Colt McCoy. But it doesn't matter. He's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. So these two are misses. Cowboys and Chargers are good throws in there. They were pretty safe bets. That Cardinals pick really hurts. God. I'm not doing very well.
The Saints and the Ravens.
Okay, Saints are an okay team. They probably would be in this tier if I had to do it again. But they had a good defense. Who knows what's going to happen with Michael Thomas? Ravens is good. Oh, I moved down here. I wonder where I'm going to be on my own on this video. I think I'm going to put the camera in the bottom left corner. So, like, over here is where my camera would be. I have no idea, though.
Yeah.
Okay, I put the Ravens in there. Lamar got his new contract. They signed Odell Beckham Jr. So at least he's not throwing to a bunch of bums and Rashad Bateman, who I think is kind of good. Ravens are going to be an interesting one. I still think they'll be a above 500 team. But it's going to be tough. I mean, the Bengals obviously are going to be the favorites in the North. Then you've got like the Steelers, who are always above 500. The Browns could have a resurgence with Deshaun. And then you got the Ravens. That's a tough division in the AFC North. That's a tough one. I don't know.
Yeah, and the 49ers.
And the 49ers. Okay. So I threw a little curveball in there. I didn't think the 49ers were Super Bowl contenders. Now, the Brock Purdy situation was out of the blue, to say the least. I don't even know if anybody had Brock Purdy on their radar before he came in and replaced Trey Lance. And nobody thought Trey Lance was going to get hurt. I wonder if I'll talk about it in here with Trey Lance, my hesitation on Trey Lance.
And you've seen that I've left the Patriots. I'm going to do the Patriots separately after I rank all these other guys.
Oh, great.
So,
do I talk about the Niners?
Highlights you want of practice where Tua's lobbing balls to
I'm
Tyreek
talking about the
Hill.
Dolphins. Oh, disrespect on the Dolphins. I love it.
The playoffs. I
Missed
think
the
they have
playoffs.
a really good wide receiver core now with
They
Tyreek
do,
Hill
yeah.
and Jalen Waddle.
Very
the defense
fast,
has always
very good.
been turnover happy. They've always been pretty good. The offensive line has gotten better. But again, it comes back to that conversation with Tua. Is Tua the guy? Yeah, you can show all that.
Now, this like hatred, or not hatred, but like dogging the Dolphins and dogging Tua. If you don't know the backstory, I'm a Patriots fan. My brother is a Dolphins fan, so we kind of have that built-in rivalry. And this one, what I'm about to talk about here is Tua's arm strength and how he's not necessarily got the strongest arm. He kind of lobs a lot of passes. They don't go as far as you may want them to from your starting quarterback. That's what this is about. What it's about now is obviously the concussions. Can Tua stay healthy? If he gets hit again and falls back on his head, is he going to have another concussion? What does that do to his career? Is he ever going to play if he gets another concussion? Like, there's a lot of serious concerns with Tua's health if he gets another concussion. Not just in NFL terms, but in like human health concerns with another concussion. So they got to be really careful and really watch Tua's health this year. And so that's what it's about this year. But I always like to throw little digs at the Dolphins, little jabs, and kind of dog them a little bit just for fun because my brother is a Dolphins fan. And I think that's a little bit of why I put him in the miss the playoffs tier, just because of that factor. But at the time, Tua's arm strength, and still is a little bit in question.
The highlights you want,
but they played really well. Dolphins played really well.
I don't think they're going to make the playoffs.
Are we getting to the good stuff here? The teams. It looks like I have these teams going to be in the Super Bowl contenders.
Going to be able to fight. I don't know how far they get in the.
Let's get to
them.
Let's get to the good stuff here.
God's gift, which is what. If he's got.
Okay, here we go. Oh no. Oh, okay. We start off bad. I said I wanted to get to the good stuff. This is the bad stuff. I had the Rams in Super Bowl contenders. That's an L. That's a big L. right there. I've taken a lot of L's on this. I feel like a W would be like the Cowboys and Chargers, having them in playoff hopefuls tier, with the Niners. Having the Browns in the missed playoff tier is a good one. The Dolphins in the missed playoff tier. But I've taken a lot of L's. The Jags, the Seahawks, the Raiders, the Colts, the Cardinals, the Rams and Super Bowl contenders. So many L's in this video. Why did you let me upload this video, guys? Why didn't you comment on this video and say, Juice, you're an absolute idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know ball. Why didn't you tell me that in the comments? Tell me that in these comments, because that's true. God, I'm an idiot. What am I doing? Nobody could have seen the Rams hangover coming, but they were just awful. So bad. Bucks are in there. Tom Brady. What do I say about Tom? Whenever you have Tom Brady on your team, you're automatically a Super Bowl contender, even if your talent has gotten worse. So, yeah, I still believe that. Now, obviously, Tom retired after the season, so Tampa is going to be down in these tiers this next year. But to be fair, when you have Tom on your team, it's hard to discount you as not a Super Bowl team. So, but this is that's a bad one right there. So they're automatically in there. The Bills, automatically in there. They're good.
That's
Bengals,
a W. That's a W.
I think the Bengals are probably, and the Chiefs are probably teams that I would put in the playoff hopefuls. Oh no, what am I talking about? Chiefs won the Super Bowl, Juice. Come on. You didn't know this? Unbelievable. He don't know ball. If you want to say, he don't know ball. I know ball. He don't know ball. I do like the Bengals. Trust me, I like the Bengals. And I'm going to put the Chiefs up here too.
Okay,
so let's start with the Rams. The Rams,
let's not start with the Rams.
Super Bowl champions last year.
Hangover.
I'm going to say that if Joe Burrow had literally one more second in the pocket on that final play, Jamar Chase was butt naked wide open, they would have won that game. I'm just saying.
He was butt naked.
So you bring back Aaron Donald, you bring back Jalen Ramsey.
You do.
You lose
Jalen Ramsey's not there anymore, though.
Odell, and you lose
Odell.
Von Miller from that team.
Miller.
Where's Von Miller?
Which
Buffalo
does hurt.
Yeah. But I think that Matt Stafford's obviously really good. Although there is a weird thing going on with Matt Stafford where he's got like an injury to his shoulder.
Oh, I remember that. I remember the injury to the shoulder. That's right. It was like injury to his whole throwing arm and the whole side of his body. That was weird. I remember that.
Healthy, and we're like almost to the start of the season. It's going to be pretty good. I like Van Jefferson.
He's
the
all right.
defense is obviously phenomenal. I think the Rams are going to be fine. Tampa.
No, they're not going to be fine. They're going to be one of the worst teams in the league there, Juice. Severe Super Bowl hangover, I will say that.
Like I said, if you have
Tampa, we don't
Tom
need to
Brady,
hear.
but on a lot of NFL teams. But
Bills, we don't need to hear about.
They brought in La'el Collins, right?
Oh, that's the Bengals.
As long as that surgery that he had when missed the playoff team.
Oh, I'm on the Patriots. Okay.
But he should be fine for the season.
Oh, by the way, I put the Packers in the Super Bowl contenders tier. They missed the playoffs, and Aaron Rodgers is gone now. So that's an L.
And I think the Bengals are going to be right back in the contention. I think they're going to be really good this year.
They were there.
So now we get to the Patriots.
A W. Okay, here we go.
I've got a separate video coming out of my honest opinion about the Patriots. So I won't go too in depth.
Maybe I should react to that too.
Video right here.
I forgot about that video.
But I do want to say that the Patriots are a miss the playoff team. I know. Yeah. They are not good. Patriots fans are losing their mind right now. What about Mac Jones? Bill Belichick doesn't miss the playoffs. What about this? What about that? Listen, I'll go more in depth on this on the separate video, just solely talking about the Patriots. But
I kind of have to react to it now, don't I?
Mac Jones is a good quarterback.
Yeah, he's fine.
But this team is not very good. I was talking about it then too. This team sucks, and nobody in the Patriots fandom is talking about it. Everybody is so positive. For some reason, I can't wrap my mind around it. Do they not look at the roster? Are you not looking at who's on this team? This team has got nobody. We brought in Juju. Is Juju going to be the difference? This defense was already really good, and we focused on the defense in the draft and in the free agency. The defense was already good. Good enough. This offense sucks. Mac Jones, who knows how good he's going to be? I don't know. Ramondre's great. But you got Hunter Henry, Juju, Devontae Parker. Does any of those names excite you? This team's bad. And nobody in the Patriots fandom wants to talk about that. Everybody's got the rose-colored glasses. They're just like, oh, this team, look at the schedule. We're going to go 10-7, make the playoffs. How can you be that positive? I don't understand. It doesn't click in my brain. Maybe it's because ever since Tom Brady left the Patriots, my brain got flipped into this different mode when I'm watching the Patriots and when I'm seeing all the stuff where when I was a Brady fan with the Patriots, it was playoffs every year. Like you didn't even worry about it. You didn't even start caring about the season until you got to like November, December. You didn't even start caring. But now being a Patriots fan post Brady era, and we're in this weird like limbo where is Mac Jones the guy? Do we get another quarterback? What happens here? Are we going to trade Mac Jones? Does Belichick like Mac? Like we're in a weird like in between period, you could say, and it's just like you may say that I'm too negative on the Patriots. You got to look on the brighter side of things, but if you were around with all that success like I was, then the expectations that you have been set. It's like being an Alabama fan. It's like being an Ohio State Buckeye fan. It's like being a Cowboy fan even. It's like, well, they haven't won since the 90s. It's like being a Chiefs fan now at this point. You expect greatness, and you don't take anything less. And I'm still in that mode. I still expect greatness from this Patriots organization, and the past few years have been very, very opposite of greatness. And so all the Patriots fans that think this is going to be a changed year, yeah, we don't have Matt Patricia calling our plays anymore, but is that really going to be that much of a difference if Mac Jones isn't the guy? Probably not. So obviously I hope that they change my mind and they advert all the expectations that I have for them, and they go and make the playoffs and make some noise. That would obviously be amazing. That's what I want. I want the Patriots to win the Super Bowl every year. But do I think that's a realistic possibility? No, not really. So let's finish up. I'm probably going to react now that I know about the video. I forgot about the video. Now that I know about the video that I made with the Patriots, I'm probably going to react to that soon to see in depth of what I had to talk about. What am I saying here, though? Did you watch that playoff game against Buffalo? I am one of the biggest Patriots fans that I have ever met, personally. Exactly. But I watched that playoff game.
That was a rough game.
And I watched that Week 17 game, and I was like, this team is not good.
No, they shouldn't have been in the playoffs.
This team is not good. This team did not deserve to be in the playoffs.
Exactly. They shouldn't have been in the playoffs.
Just got
that game against the Buffalo Bills in the wild card round, they should not have been there in the first place.
Smacked by Buffalo in the postseason.
They did.
Absolutely embarrassed. With the whole world watching.
Yeah.
Embarrassed. And they got worse.
You're speaking facts, Juice.
So.
Oh, they got worse this year.
What, in your right mind, as a Patriots fan, honestly, do you think is good about this team?
I don't know.
Yeah, Ramondre Stevenson is a bright spot.
Yeah, Ramondre's good.
He's a surprisingly good running back that nobody really had, at least that I talked to, had a lot of faith going into last season, but he surprised a lot of people. And
he did surprise a lot of people. Damian
Harris
out the door.
Injured a lot, but he could be good too.
Damian Harris, I think he's at Buffalo now even.
Ooh, I guess. The offensive line's not great.
No, not really.
You lose Joe Thuney to the Chiefs.
You lost Isaiah Wynn, too. I think Isaiah Wynn's out the door, too. You got Trent Brown, Cole Strange, David Andrews if he stays healthy. Who else is even on that freaking... What's his name? I could see him. I can't think of his name. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Bad offensive line.
Ted Karras. You still have David Andrews and Trent Brown and Isaiah Wynn.
Nope.
And Michael Onwenu.
Michael Onwenu. That's who it was. I was trying to think of Michael Onwenu. He's still there. Is he good? I don't know.
But
maybe.
Michael Onwenu gets hurt often.
He does get hurt.
Isaiah Wynn gets hurt almost every game.
He does. He used to get hurt every game, and now he's out the door. I think, what is he in Chicago? Is he in Chicago now? Or is he in Miami? I don't remember where he's at.
The offensive line's not great. Your defense just looks slow.
They did look slow in Buffalo. That was embarrassing. They looked like they were running with like weights in their uniforms and stuff. But Judon and Uche had a really good season last year, so that's promising.
And they got the freaking Gonzalez kid out of Oregon. I'm excited about that.
Against the Buffalo offense last year, you lost J.C. Jackson, which is going to be a lot big.
Oh, wait. Run it back, Juice.
Isaiah Wynn gets hurt almost every game. The offensive line's not great. Your defense just looks slow against the Buffalo offense last year. You lost J.C. Jackson, which is going to be a lot bigger of a blow than I think Patriots fans are giving credit for.
It was a big blow, but J.C. Jackson did not do well in L.A. when he was at the Chargers. Is he still with the Chargers? I think he is. He had a bad year. He had a bad year, but it was kind of a big blow to the Patriots as well. Although Marcus Jones is a bright spot, I will say that. Marcus Jones is very good, very fast.
That's going to be really, really big. The secondary's not great. Yeah, you bring in Devontae Parker, but Devontae Parker was struggling on Miami, where the ball was thrown a lot more. So
that is true.
I think Devontae Parker is going to be a bright spot like Ramondre.
He was. When he played, Devontae Parker played okay. He just didn't play a lot.
But this team is just not very good.
Thank you.
And I think it's going to punch
facts.
a lot of Patriots fans in the face when they see a couple weeks of this season and the Patriots are struggling. Yeah, they're probably going to have some wins because Bill Belichick's a Hall of Fame coach, one of the best, if not the best of all time. Mac Jones is a good quarterback.
I put a little emphasis on the good. He's an okay quarterback. Man, who knows how Mac's going to turn out? He's fine. Maybe with an actual offensive coordinator now, he can get back to what he was his rookie year. I hope, but to say he's a good quarterback, I don't know. That's a little too much for me.
He'll get some wins. The Patriots will win some games.
They won some games,
but it's just they're not very good.
They're not very good
in the grand scheme of things. If you take a look at their roster, Matt Judon was amazing last year.
Yeah, he was amazing again this year.
Can he replicate that? I don't know.
To an extent.
I don't have a lot of faith in the Patriots, and that's coming from one of the biggest Patriots fans in the world. I don't believe
in the world. I mean, I think I'm a big Patriots fan. I don't know if I'm the biggest in the world. I don't go to any games. I would like to go to a game, but
I believe the Patriots are that good this year. So that is my official tier rankings for the 2022-2023 NFL season. If you have any opinion,
I have an opinion. I have an opinion. When I made this video, I had no thought in my brain that I would ever come back and watch it again. I shouldn't have. I've got opinions, Juice. Lots of L's. L takes on this video. Rams, Packers to an extent, even the Buccaneers to an extent, Cardinals for sure, Broncos, Saints a little bit, Raiders, Colts, Panthers, Eagles. Eagles is one of the biggest ones. Vikings, Giants, Jaguars down at the bottom. See, oh my God, there's so many. I have more L's than fingers. Oh my God. The things I got right, I guess, is a better thing to do because that's easier to count. Falcons being bad, Texans being bad, Lions being mediocre, I guess, is a win a little bit. Dolphins missing the playoffs, Patriots being average, the Browns being average. Chargers being up here and the Cowboys being up here, those are W's, and the Niners were playoff hopefuls, especially with Purdy. Chiefs being Super Bowl contenders, they won the freaking Super Bowl. Bengals and Bills being up here obviously are good bets. So yeah, that's yikes. That's a rough ranking. I hope that I don't do this bad in the upcoming video when the season gets closer. Because I can't handle 2 years in a row of being this bad with my predictions. This is my reaction to my 2022-23 official rankings for my teams. Let me know down below in the comments what you thought. I'm so embarrassed of this. This is bad. I should just delete this video. Not this video. This video. I should delete this video. Remove evidence that I ever was this dumb. What am I doing? Why do I have the Eagles? I am stuck. I am stuck on this Eagles pick. Why did the Eagles went to the Super Bowl. Why did I have them there? Why did I have them in mediocre? Oh, that's a bad take. But that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, there will be another ranking for 2023-24 once the season gets closer, probably around early August, I guess. I guess whenever this video went up, it'll probably be when the next one comes up. And I mentioned in this video that I did or that I'm going to do a video about the Patriots, specifically about them and what I thought the season was going to be. So I might react to that too in the upcoming days, just to kind of see what I thought more in depth about the Patriots and how that might have changed or maybe not changed, because I agreed with myself pretty heavily in this video. So maybe I'm going to agree pretty heavily in that video too. I would assume so, because a lot of those points that I said here, I probably said in that video too. So I'm probably going to react to that as well. But let me know if you have any opinions on whether or not I did a good job, because I did not do a good job in this video. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for watching this video too, because this video was bad. I don't know how I survived it, but that's gonna do it for me. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.